Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me for this mat workout today. It's Pilates inspired, and we're using one prop, one light dumbbell. I'm using a 4-pound dumbbell, so I recommend 5 pounds or less. To get started, we're going to put that dumbbell off to the side. And just a reminder before we get started that it really helps me if you hit like under the video, thumbs up, comment, and I would love it if you subscribe to my channel. So another reminder is to go at your own pace, listen to your body before you listen to my instructions, and modify, take breaks anytime. For our warm-up, we're going to start in kneeling. So coming all the way up to kneeling position. Feel free to put a cushion under your knees, fold your mat over. You can also do this warm-up in cross-legged and seated instead. All right, let's get started. So just thinking about engaging the core muscles, pulling the belly in slightly, lifting the chest. Let's start with one big breath. Inhale the arms to the ceiling and exhale the arms down. Nice. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. We're going to do a few arm moves here just to get warmed up. With palms facing in, bend the elbows, and then reach arms to the ceiling. Bring those extended arms out to the sides to a T, pause, turn the palms down, lower your arms. We'll do that again. Bend the elbows, reach to the ceiling, keeping that core engaged, arms out to a T, turn the palms down, bring your arms down. This time we're going to pause partway through. So bend the elbows, reach to the ceiling, out to a T, turn the palms down and pause here. So we've got arms out to a T, palms down, shoulders relaxed. We're going to do some little circles here. So keeping the core engaged, so we're trying to keep our torso stable, moving from the shoulders, quick little circles here. And then pause and go in the other direction. Nice. Pause your circles and let the arms come down. And you can just shake out those arms. We're going to make our way to hands and knees. You can find your dumbbell and hold the dumbbell in one hand. So we've got dumbbell in one hand, other hand, fingers spread wide, wrists under shoulder, knees are under hips. Take the opposite leg from the dumbbell side and extend it out and just land on your toes. Just have a nice stretch through the lower leg and into the foot on that side. And then the arm that's holding the dumbbell, we're going to bend the elbow just slightly so we're lifting that dumbbell a little bit off the mat. Keeping all of that, we're going to keep the elbow bent slightly like this and bring that weight out to the side a little bit, as far as feels right for you, and then bring the weight under the body. And then out to the side. So we're just keeping that same bend in the elbow. The movement here is coming from the shoulder. So every time you lift the dumbbell out to the side, think about the back of the shoulder and upper back working. Going nice and slow, really tuning into what's going on in your body, which muscles are working, which muscles are stabilizing. We'll do 2 more on this side. Nice work. Bring that weight down and we're going to switch everything, switch sides. So dumbbell to the other hand, opposite leg extends out, land on the toes, have a nice stretch there. Bend the elbow to lift the dumbbell, and here we go again, out to the side and then under the body. So with these Pilates inspired moves, usually we're moving pretty slow. We want to tune in and notice where the body is moving. Activate the muscles that we want to strengthen in these moves. And you can do a couple more. And you can bring the weight down, both knees down. We're going to now put that dumbbell behind one knee. So just tuck it in to the crease behind your knee. Get it in position there, and then flex your foot and flex at your knee so that you're holding the dumbbell in place there. So you might even lift your toes a little bit off the mat so you can really feel all the muscles activating to hold that dumbbell. And then both hands down on the mat. We're just going to lift and lower, keeping that knee bent, squeezing the dumbbell in place. Go ahead and lift and lower. So working the glute muscle here, strengthening that leg. The rest of the body is working on stabilizing. And we're always breathing. And let's do 2 more on this side. Nice work. Bring your knee down, and we'll switch sides. Take that dumbbell, and same thing, positioning it behind the other knee. Get right into the crease there. Flex your foot, flex your knee, squeeze the dumbbell in place. And here we go, lifting and lowering. Straight up behind you. Think about squeezing that glute muscle, your butt muscle as you lift. Your head in line with the spine. And let's do 2 more. Nice work. Awesome. Bring that down. And we'll take the dumbbell. We're going to swing our feet forward. We're going to come into a boat pose. So we've got feet on the mat about hip width apart, knees bent. Tuning into that scoop in the lower abdominals to engage the core, lift the chest. We're going to have the dumbbell in one hand. And with the torso neutral, we're just going to lean back slightly. We're going to keep our legs in this position parallel to each other, and we're going to do little jabs or small punches forward. You could go a little bit across the body, so a little punch across, across. So I'm not extending my arm the whole way. I'm just doing little punches here, keeping that belly pulled in, that chest lifted. And by having a weight in one side, it works those stabilizing muscles in a different way than if we had even weights. Let's go 1 more each side, and then pause and just switch hands so we even things up here. Just those little punches forward. You should feel that core working the whole time. If it feels like you want a little more core activation, you're just going to lean back a little bit further, and you'll feel that firing up. And last 2. Nice work. Position the dumbbell beside you. We're going to make our way down onto our back, and we're going to reach for the dumbbell once we get down there. So you could extend your legs. We can do a full body roll down, reach forward, and with control, roll yourself down onto your back. And then find your dumbbell. So take that dumbbell in one hand. Elbow is close to the body, and we're bending the elbow and just lifting the dumbbell. Same side leg as the dumbbell, we're going to slide out on the mat. So other side, your knee is bent, foot on the mat, arm is down alongside your body. From here, we're going to keep our head down. We're going to start to bring that extended leg knee in towards the chest. So start bending your knee, bring it into the chest, and at the same time, reach the dumbbell up to the ceiling. And then bring the dumbbell down as the leg extends and lower. And again, knee comes in, reach to the ceiling, leg extends, elbow down. And just keep going like this. Moving the arm and leg, slow with control. We've got some arm toning going on. abdominal work, leg work. And breathing, follow the rhythm of your breath, and we'll do 2 more. Awesome work. And then we're going to switch sides. So just above your belly, switch that dumbbell to the other side. I don't like to pass over top of my head, just for safety. We're going to switch the legs. So extend, same side leg. Other side, arm alongside the body with palm down, knee bent, and here we go. Extended leg, start to bend your knee, bring it in towards the chest as you reach the dumbbell to the ceiling, and then lower and lower. And keep going. On that dumbbell side, your elbows coming in close to the body. Notice your breath. Notice the movements. Let's go a couple more. Awesome work. Nice. And then you can bend both knees, feet on the mat. Let's take the dumbbell in our 2 hands. So each hand is holding on to the one end. We're just going to have that just over top of our belly, and upper arms are down on the mat, elbows on the mat. From here, we're going to extend the arms to the ceiling and then bend and lower. And just doing that a few times. And then pause with the dumbbell lifted, extended to the ceiling, and we're going to alternate bringing one knee at a time towards the chest. Knee comes in and lower with control. Tuning in to those abdominals, stabilizing, working. Next time you lift one knee, keep it lifted, and then lift the other knee. Keep both legs lifted, and we're going to bend the elbows, bring the dumbbell back over the belly, and lift. And lower and lift a few times. Pause with the dumbbell lifted. Point your toes. We're going to add tapping toes down as we lower the dumbbell. So bring the dumbbell down over your belly as you tap one toe down. Lift the leg as you lift the dumbbell. And then other side. So we'll keep going like this. We're just alternating which toes are tapping down, which leg is lowering as we lower and lift the dumbbell. Checking in that you're breathing. Modify as needed. If any of this doesn't feel right for your body, always listen to your body before my instructions. Let's do one more each side. Awesome work. And then we'll bring the feet down, bring the dumbbell down. Just place the dumbbell off to the side for a moment, and we're going to roll over onto our side. Prop yourself up on that bottom forearm, and then hold the dumbbell in your top hand. We're going to have the bottom knee bent, top leg extended, landing lightly on those top toes. Lift your dumbbell up to the ceiling. We're going to hold it here while we do 3 little lift and lowers of that top leg. So 3, 2, 1, and then bring the dumbbell, just tap it down onto the mat and lift back to the ceiling. 3 more leg lifts. 3, 2, 1, lower the dumbbell and lift. 3 lifts. 3, 2, 1, lower, lift. 3, 2, 1, dumbbell comes down, dumbbell to the ceiling. 1 more round. Nice work. Lower and lift. Awesome. You can support your head with your lower arm now, either with your elbow bent or just come right down onto your arm. Find a comfortable position. We're going to extend both legs now. And just take that hand with a dumbbell and just rest it on the upper leg, just somewhere on your thigh. And we're going to do some lift and lower of that top leg. So go ahead, lift to the ceiling and lower. We're just using that dumbbell for a little extra resistance here for our side leg lifts. Straight up to the ceiling. We'll do 2 more. Awesome. And then we'll make our way to our other side, taking the dumbbell with us. Starting propped up on your forearm, bottom knee bent, top leg straight. Dumbbell up to the ceiling. We'll start with those 3 leg lifts. 3, 2, 1. Dumbbell comes down, reach it up. 3, 2, 1. Lower and lift. 3, 2, 1. Leg lifts, dumbbell, 1 more round. Nice. And then come down, support your head in a way that's comfortable for you. Both legs extended, dumbbell resting on that top leg for some leg lifts. We're going straight out to the side. Let's do 1 more. Awesome work. All right, you can take this dumbbell and put it off to the side. We are going to go into a few stretches here for our cool down. So put that dumbbell right out of the way and make your way to hands and knees. Extend one leg out behind you, land on your toes, and just come into this calf stretch here. Stretching the back of the leg, stretching the bottom of the foot. Notice your breath, nice full breaths. And then take that extended leg, slide it across midline over to the other side. And pause here. If you want, you could glance over your shoulder towards your toes. Just a nice big side stretch, stretching into the outside of that hip. We'll take 1 more breath here. And then slide the foot back behind you, bring your knee down, other side, extend the leg, land on your toes, push your heel away. Start to slide the toes across midline, maybe even to the outside of your mat. You could look over your shoulder at your toes. Notice your breath, breathing right into the bottom of the lungs, expanding the rib cage. And then slide those toes back, knee comes down. We're going to take a child's pose, so let your hips fall towards your heels, arms reach forward, forehead could come down toward the mat, maybe touching the mat. We're going to stretch, have a little stretch to the triceps, back of the upper arm. So bring your palms to touch, bend your elbows, and bring your hands towards the back of your head or towards your upper back. Have another breath here. Bring your hands down, lift yourself up. We're going to come back to kneeling position. And then you could let your hips come all the way down onto your heels. If this position is not comfortable for you, feel free to choose a seated position, cross-legged, or legs extended out in front. We're just going to finish our cool down here. Open the arms out to a T, palms facing forward, shoulders are relaxed and down. And just pause here. Open those arms, lift the chest, stretching across the chest. And then cross your arms, touch your shoulders, give yourself a hug, let the shoulders come forward. Bring your palms onto your lower back, shoulders back, chest lifted. Release the arms, shake out the arms. Let's do another shoulder roll, up, back, and down. We'll finish with one big breath together. Inhale, arms to the ceiling. Exhale, arms down. I'm so glad you joined me today. Thank you so much. I hope to see you here again on my channel. Let's work out together.